Yo, 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 yo. As you know, a black man will be late for his own funeral. Hopefully I'm late for my funeral. What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. So what we gonna do? We gonna have people call in tonight, and chat it up, and let me know what's going on in your city, in your state, in your country, in your town. Why my reception look like that, man? What's going on, man? I'm looking back on the playback, man. I don't look all that clear. What's happening, man? I ain't really feeling that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my little blue flame because it's gonna get hot in here tonight. So I got the blue flame tonight. But regardless to what, you see that you get the picture. I'm gonna put the call-in number up for everybody to call in tonight. I want to hear from y'all tonight. The super chat is open. You know what I'm saying? So send something in if you feel like it. But shout out to everybody that's on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? I'm Doggie Diamonds. Where you from? I see y'all in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? See y'all in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? This is live too. I know a lot of times I do premieres and it's like a playback, but no, this is live right now. I'm actually right here talking to you right now. So don't think that this is a playback. This is live right now. So it's 10:21 p.m. You know what I'm saying? New York time. So it's 10:21 p.m. New York time. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that super chat is open. So do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be seeing y'all going in on people's super chat, sending in all types of stuff. I want some sending too. You know what I'm saying? Send me something in too. So what I'm gonna do, I see Beamer on the building. I'm gonna open up the phone lines and I want y'all to call me and let me know where y'all calling from. And we gonna rock it like that tonight. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on. I see a lot of protests going on all around in different cities. So I want to know in particular what's going on in your city, what you see, what's happening out there. I want you to call in and tell me. I can see you in the chat. You can tell me in the chat, but I want you to call in and tell me. I'm not going to keep you on the phone long. Just call in, let me know what's going on. Blah, blah, blah. Just do a little quick 1-2. Then we going to get to the next person. We going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what's happening in your town. I'm going to put the call-in number up. You know what I'm saying? I see Trenton, New Jersey in the building. I see Northern Virginia. I see Seattle. I see, all types of, people talking. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm going to put the call-in number up right now. And I want y'all to call in and, let me know what's going on. So you see the blue flame, man, the blue flame. I got the blue flame tonight. It is hot. It's going to get hot in here tonight. It's hot all over. It's like in the streets. We used to be like, yo, it's mad hot out. Hot mean that is a lot of police activity outside. So when somebody say, yo, it's hot out here, that means it was a lot of police activity. So what I'm going to do right now, okay, I'm talking too much. Let me put the number up and I want y'all to call in. So you see the number right there, 718-577-1346. That's 718-577-1346. So call in. Let me know what's going on in your town. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it clean. I want everybody to keep it clean. No crazy talking, no cursing or nothing like that. Let's just keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be all rowdy. They already wilding out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So how call in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the number up there, 718-577-1346. I put the number up there because I want y'all to call in. The chat room is cool, but I want to talk to people. All right, we got our first caller right here. What's up, this Doggie Diamonds? What's your name? Where you calling from? Can you hear me? Hello? Oh, that ain't really work out too good. We got another caller. What's up, this Doggie Diamonds? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good with you, Doggy? This goddamn Jay Thomas. I'm out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I just came back from spending 2 weeks out in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And I've been around, bro. I just got back yesterday from Massachusetts. And I went through New York. I went through Harlem, cats was out there wilding out, you know what I'm saying? Even in Boston, the police was out there shooting rubber bullets. They
Wow.
were shooting tear gas. And it was like a majority white people out there, you feel me? It was a
Wow.
couple of, you know, black brothers out there, but it was a lot of white folks out there just going hard, you feel me?
What were they doing
And then
though,
when
exactly?
I went to,
What were they doing?
like, they was just out there really just shit talking the police. Like,
Okay.
there was one white girl. I was at my grandmother's house. I was staying out there at her house, and I was checking it out because I had a sign out there. Once they started shooting that tear gas and all that shit,
Come on,
my
stop
mom
cursing,
was
man.
like,
We gotta
let's
keep
go.
listen. What we gonna do tonight, we gonna keep it clean. We can't be cursing all over YouTube. So you ain't gotta curse, bro.
Oh,
Just no
my
cursing.
bad,
Just,
bro.
yeah. So they was shooting tear gas, they was wilding out there basically.
Yeah,
And where was
definitely.
this at?
And this was in Boston. This was on Mont Street. It
Okay.
had came together.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the Boston police had went out there, and you know, a lot of the white girls, they was out there talking crazy to the police. I was watching the live after I had left, and they was just walking around just wilding on the police. You know what I'm saying?
What were they saying to
Then
the
when I
cops
got-
though? What were they saying to the
They
cops?
was like,
exactly?
"Oh, you guys just you don't care about human beings. You just care about the blue." You know, the police would be like, "No, I care. I care about people. You know, I just make sure that we work together. Sometimes we just bad cops, there's good cops. You know, one thing that they never say about black folks, you know, is never, oh, we're never good, but you know, the cops do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Oh, there's good cops. You know what I'm saying? Even when I went to Harlem, it was kind of a little wild out there.
What was
you
you
know?
on tour or
I
something
know
like that? How
if
you go from
anybody.
Harlem to Boston? What are you doing? What's happening?
No, my thing was I stayed out there for 2 weeks, and I
Gotcha.
left. And me and my moms, we was riding in her van. You know, she wanted me to ride back with her because that's a long ride.
Got you.
And I agreed because I had a plane trip. I had round trip tickets on them. I just rode with my moms just to make her feel safe, you know.
Got you.
And we had stopped in Harlem, and they had going on out there. We had stopped in Pennsylvania. We seen things out there. It was just interesting it was a perfect timing, and I got to see, you know, what's going on throughout the East Coast on our ride back.
Got you.
That's why I called you, because I wanted to let you know, and the viewers know, like, I got to see it in different states while traveling, and it's crazy. Even when I got back to Charlotte, Charlotte wilding out. We got thousands of people out here. They're on the news. Like, this is global right now.
Facts.
Iran, they putting up pictures. This thing is for real. Like, this is the time where black people need to really get on code. We need to start loving and respecting each other. We need to start squashing all these crazy beefs. I was glad to see Sinetta and Hassan Trump.
Well, I don't even listen. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even want to hear about none of that. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talk about that over here. Because I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even want to talk about that.
I understand.
Because
I understand.
I already tried to squash their beef a billion times on my platform. So we're not talking about I'm not talking about nobody tonight, but what we got going on in the streets. I want to hear about what y'all see in the street. I don't care about nobody squashing beef. I don't let them do that on their channel. If they squash their beef, cute, but let them do that on their channel. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. The only reason I brought that up though is because I noticed
I don't even
when
care.
they brought your name up. When they brought your name up,
I don't even want my name brought up no more than that. I don't care. I'm gonna be real with you.
I understand.
I don't want nothing to do with that
about it no more.
I tried. It kept going. I just don't even want to be involved in that no more. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want my name involved. Just leave that alone. But yo, let me get to some other callers, family. Thank you for calling.
Hold it down.
All right. Yeah, I don't even want nothing to, you know what I'm saying? I hope dudes do what they gotta do, but just leave me out of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, man, it's Uncrowned King calling from Hinesville, Georgia.
You said from where?
From Hinesville, Georgia.
Georgia. What's going on in your town?
Oh man, real quiet now, but last week, I think it was Friday or Thursday, they had like a little gathering. I wouldn't even really call it a protest because this is like 45 minutes from where the brother Ahmaud Arbery was assassinated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? By them two white guys. So this is Southeast Georgia. We like 45 minutes from Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a deep southern town. So it's real quiet. It hasn't really. I don't think the brevity, not the brevity, but the weight of the situation concerning George Floyd in Minnesota, it hasn't really touched down here like that.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of folks here, they still used to the slow down, laid back kind of lifestyle, and they're not gonna make a whole lot of noise. You know what I mean?
Got you. So it's quiet down there. All right. So good looking. Let me get to some more callers. I want to hear what's going on around. I'm gonna try to get everybody in on here. All right. Thank you for calling, family.
All right. Peace.
All right. What's up, this Doggie Diamonds? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Boy, Yuck, man, what's happening?
Yuck, what's going on? Yuck Mouth in the building. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, Yuck?
I'm in L.A., man. I live out a lot easy. You dig?
What's going on out in L.A. right now?
Hey, it's actually peaceful, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's been peaceful protests in Hollywood, 2 different marches. You know what I mean? Everybody peaceful. You got the national, what they call it? National Guard out there, the tanks, everything out there, but it's cool. It's cool breeze. You know what I mean? No looters.
So this
you know
is
what I mean?
so,
None of that.
so just so people don't know, this is Yuck Mouth from the legendary group, the Loonies, the Regime. I got 5 on it. Smoke a Lot Radio. This is Yuck Mouth. You know what I'm saying? So but they was wilding out in LA though, right?
Nah, they tore Melrose the fuck down, man. They tore Melrose down. They tore the fucking Rodeo down.
You know you can't curse, bro. Come on, man. Yuck.
Oh, my bad. I forgot the algorithm. My bad, my brother.
So they did wild out though. Man. Wow.
They tore that thing down, bro. But basically, man, what I think today that was right. When you protest, you got to protest for a reason, right? So you either gonna march to these police stations, or you're gonna pop up at one of these, city halls, or you're gonna pop up at the White House, or where else you gonna pop at?
Gotcha.
LA pulled the rabbit out the hat. They popped up at the LA mayor house today.
Wow.
Demanding, like it was peaceful protest. You had National Guard right there, but it was thousands of people in front of his house demanding that they cut the police fund and give more funds, to schooling and other programs, because policing ain't working, obviously, So that's how you get results when you march, Don't just march for nothing, man. Don't be out there, with signs, man. Really make it count, So I'm proud of LA for them marching to the governor's house. This is like in a great neighborhood.
So they looted one day, and then they
right.
Well, so is it? What do you think is like do y'all got a curfew out there right now?
Yeah, we got the curfew. 6 o'clock. It went from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
but
we 8
o'clock. I was watching it on here. I know that it's agents and people that's really turning this up, because when I was watching the news and the curfew was at 8 o'clock in LA, and everybody was cleared out on Melrose. But at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, all the buildings start catching on fire. Now I'm like, I done watched everybody loot all day. I ain't seen no fires. Now why 4 hours later the buildings is on fire? I'm like, the police was, allegedly. The police, I think they were setting things on fire, or they crew, because there was nobody out there but them.
Yeah, remember
in
the 92 Watts riots, not the Watts riot, the LA riots. Remember, it was fires all over LA, but the rioting was going on in one place, but it was fires all day, and they was saying that they was flying around in helicopters dropping fire everywhere. So it's definitely possible. So Yuck, let me get some more of these callers in.
Let me end on this one. I'm gonna let you get some more calls. Let me end on this. All the fires was on top of the roof. And I'm gonna end on that. You have a good show, brother.
Say that again, Yuck. What'd you say?
I said all the fires were started on top of the roof. So you said how the helicopters dropped stuff back in the day. It seemed like they did the same thing, allegedly. You know what I mean? So
allegedly, right? Yeah. Yep. All right, yo, me and you still got to do what we got to do. I'm going to build with you later on.
Yeah, we got to do Insomniac. We got to do this week, right?
Yes. When y'all do y'all show tomorrow? I gotta either tomorrow.
We're gonna do it on Thursday. We got to do it on Thursday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll holler at you later on. All right. Peace.
Yeah.
All right. The 215. For some reason, I know this is Philly. What's going on in Philly? I seen Philly wilding. Y'all still wilding out there?
Yo,
what's going on? What's your name? You calling from Philly?
I'm Say from North Philly.
North Philly.
Yeah, yesterday, like down the street from me, somebody somehow set the gas station on fire.
Set the gas station on fire.
Some type of way. I don't know if they, tried to blow up the ATM and gas or whatever. I don't know, but and then a house had caught on fire some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
crazy.
So different stuff.
So you was out and about, or you just saw it on TV?
No, like my neighbors, they sitting in front of the door, they watching anything going on or whatever. So you hear like certain stuff or whatever.
Crazy.
I went shopping early, so it's like I ain't actually see nobody looting because like I came in the crib early. Got my I went to the dollar store, did what I had to do, and left.
Is it a curfew out
there? Yeah.
What time is the
curfew?
So
once I get home, I'm hearing stories and that. People calling me up like, yo, this and that happened or whatever.
What time is the curfew out there?
Like probably like around. Well, first they said it was 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then they changed it yesterday to like 6 p.m. to 8. 6 in the morning, whatever. Somebody had blew up the ATMs, multiple different places around North Philly, and pulled the ATM out from out the one of the stores or whatever. Somebody ran up in the I think the Foot Locker or something like that. And
I think I saw that. Yeah. All right, so let me they wilding in Philly. Let me get some more callers in. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Peace. Yeah, call in. Let me know what's going on. Your 2020, right? For the children coming up that have to study history and history books, 2020 is going to be very, very interesting. Yo, what's up? You on the line with Doggie Diamonds. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Whitney, and I'm calling from Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia. What's going on in Savannah, Georgia?
Well, they had a protest Sunday at 2 p.m. So me and a couple of friends, we went down there, and the mayor was there and everything. Because at first we didn't know if it was legit protest, because apparently a white guy in Whitmarsh Island organized it, but then there was talk the mayor was going to be there, and he was there, and they had press and everything. So we did the protest. It was a good turnout. It was a good mixture of people, too. It was a good mixture of white people, black people, and it was, like, well represented. And so, we're sitting there, we're protesting, and people have face masks and all that, and everybody's chanting Black Lives Matter. And then all of a sudden, this white guy comes, and he starts yelling, "All lives matter." And so he has a phone, and he's recording. And so all of a sudden, you just look over there, and, like, this crowd is, like, swarming him. And he's just sitting there recording, "All lives matter." And he came there with his kid. And so eventually what happened, so when things popped off, because the people that I'm with, we're not down for rioting. I understand the purpose of rioting and stuff, because, you do stuff nicely, but that doesn't get people's attention. So then you have to get nasty with it, and I totally get it. But we're not about that life. So when stuff pop off, we started to run. Because then somebody was like, he's armed or something. And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm like, shoot, or shoot.
Wow.
We run. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is they chased him out the crowd. He didn't have anything. They chased him out the crowd. So then after that, got back in the crowd, and then we proceeded to march. And they were marching and everything. And it was real peaceful. It was a lot of people. But like I said, I look at people like that, and clearly I think somebody paid him. So then after we get done with that, we wind up walking to another protest. That protest was at Johnson Square. This protest was at Ellis Square. Savannah downtown has different squares.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was another protest, and people were just sitting there, and somebody, you couldn't really hear. That's another thing, you couldn't really hear real good. But I mean, this protest, you had the police in full force. Like, they were stunning. At one point, you had the police come out on what looked like little, the little four-wheelers that people ride.
ATVs?
That look, something like that. ATV, that's what I'm saying, ATVs. And they come out there, and they're standing up. They're not even sitting down. They're sitting up, riding the ATV, and they come out like in a circle. Because Ellis Square is like a circle, and they're like riding around. And I'm looking, I'm like, what is the point of all this? Just to flex? To show that y'all got ATVs? Because y'all are standing up, riding the ATVs. And then they get to the middle part of the circle. And then at one point, it looks like one of the ATVs has trouble cranking. And I'm like, how embarrassing would that be if you're sitting there trying to flex and your thing didn't work? And they weren't police. They were, because we asked them, one of them had initials at DNR, stands for Department of National Resources. So then you have that. And so before we even walked into the second protest, we saw like a tank, like a military tank, right? And then there's this fleet of cars. There's a police car, and then these unmarked cars that are just sitting there. And so this is a circle, right? So it's like I'm looking at the cars. I'm like, they could have then gotten in the circle and went around the circle by them. They're just sitting there. Unmarked cars, police cars, and a tank.
How you
and
remember
then
all this
once
stuff?
You get past, huh?
How you remember all this stuff? Because you got like a whole book of, and this happened, and then How you remember all this stuff? Like, I would have, man, I was out and that was it. What's happening with you? So how we end this? Because you giving me, it's like I want to know what's going on, but you like telling me was like, listen, how did it end? How did it all end?
I mean, it ended well. At one point, we left because we were like, we enjoyed ourselves. It was peaceful. You know what I'm saying? We enjoyed ourselves. Nothing happened, but we left because we just felt like it was just too much. It was too much force out, too much military force, and we just felt like, what is this for? But I mean, nothing happened. So that's the end of the story.
So you just went home. Let me ask you something though before you do go. What were you out there? What was your mission when you went out there? What was your mission? What was your plans? What were you protesting?
My mission, because initially I wasn't gonna go. Initially I wasn't gonna go because I'm not really an outside person like that. Like I they talking about marching and all that. I ain't, but then I learned, okay, we're just gonna stand. We're gonna protest. I guess my point was, I didn't like what happened to him. Because when I watched it, I almost cried. I didn't really, because I'm not really a crier like that, but I almost cried because
you a movie. Listen.
It was the, what?
What was the reason you went out there? You like, I almost cried.
Oh,
Listen,
I'm sorry.
let's
I went out there because I didn't like what happened to him.
Gotcha.
And I wanted to be a part of the movement and show that I do not stand for that. That was my whole purpose.
Got you. All right, it is what it is. All right, so thank you for calling in. Stay safe out there. Be careful the next time you go out there. So it is what it is. All right, thank you for calling. Let me get to the next caller. Cash App is
Bye-bye.
The Cash App is $ at Doggie Diamonds. PayPal is everything's in the chat box. So 310, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Big Sam calling from Compton, man. What's going on?
Compton. So what's going on in Compton right now? What's happening out there in your town?
Man, it's quiet as a church mouse out here, man. Nothing going on, man.
For real? Compton ain't turned up?
Oh, no. It was going to go down in Long Beach yesterday, the city right behind us. Other than that, no, it's actually been like in L.A., like South Central. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but today it's like in Hollywood. Earlier, they was in Hollywood marching down Sunset and stuff because boy, Tariq was over there. He was broadcasting live over there about a good hour ago. So
you said who?
It's been going down, but no, Tariq, he was broadcasting live from over there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really, wasn't no riff-raff on it. Just a lot of people just marching and protesting. So I think all the riff-raff part, I'm assuming is kind of calm on that level because we got a curfew right here at 6 o'clock now.
Got you.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
You know
I
what I'm
would
saying?
I would have thought Compton would be turned up. So what is your thoughts about what happened to George Floyd?
You know what, man? The problem is, Doggy, man. I think we see that stuff so much, man. We
But
get
no. But no.
yeah, it's so it becomes so normalized to us, man, that you know it's like watching like a porn film of somebody getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Like a you know, and it's sad, man, that we get so used to it that you know it hurts us. Only part that got to me is when I heard the brother calling out for his moms, you know.
Yeah.
And his mom's passed, I think, last year or 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So maybe the transition, maybe he's seen her when he about to transition. You know what I'm saying? You know, so and that's the only part that got to me, man. So I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna end. I think we'll be at this again pretty soon because oh man, me at my age, man, I'm damn near 50, so it's like I haven't seen this for years, man. I was back in the riding in 92.
You sound good to be almost.
Huh?
So you saw the riots in 92 because I was a little kid.
Yeah, I was in it, man. I was there.
Yeah, I was a little kid when that happened. I always used to look at it like, man, I wish I was out there because that was after Rodney King. But then Rodney King was like, can't we all just get along? It's like, yo, come on, man. They went out there fighting on your behalf. What I wanted to ask you, remember out there, how was all them fires being set at once? You remember that? It was fires all over the 92 riots, but y'all was rioting
92?
in one place, right?
Yeah. During that time, I was living in South Central then when that happened, right in the area where it went down.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Florence, Vermont. It happened on Florence and Normandy, the next street over. And those fires, man, erupted out of nowhere, man. It's like, I think when it said Tom's Liquor on fire on Florence and Normandy, where it first went down, that I think it became like some kind, I think it just spread it like wildfire, man. I don't know. I ain't saying the bangers did or whatever, but a lot of people came out riding, man. It was mainly, you know, saying a lot of brothers who was, you know, just fed up. And really, actually, the Rodney King verdict didn't really set off. It was part of it. It was really the killing of Dr. Orleans. I think that was last year prior to that.
You're right.
That what really kicked it off because that went down there like, man, come on. I think that the Chinese lady, she got trying to get, I think, a week prior.
Yeah, the Korean lady.
Got found
the
out
Korean
guilty.
lady, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that really like after that, they just spread it, man, from the east side to the west side, the Long Beach, some parts of Linwood, Inglewood went up, even parts of Hollywood went to flames that day, man. But yeah, that shit went down 3 days, man. 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And man, that was a cold time, man. That was a cold time. I think I was 17 then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it went down.
It is what it is. All right, so yeah, thank you for calling in from Compton. Let me get some more callers in, family. Thank you. Peace. I'll holler at you later on. Peace. 405, this is Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Rizzo calling from out of OKC, Oklahoma, man.
What's going on in your city, man? What's happening out there?
Oh, man, everybody been protesting, man. Like, the protest that started on Saturday, and it started in, like, a diverse area where there's black and white folks that live. And the first day, it kind of got it out of hand because where that area is, it also leads to downtown. So once they got downtown, they started kind of like tripping, police shooting tear gas and stuff like that. Like, they went in front of the county jail and went and acted nuts. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was really going hard and stuff like that. And then Sunday, the protest was on the east side where it's predominantly black. And it was on 2030 Martin Luther King, and then it went to 36 and Kelly. And it was all good, man. But the odd thing, though, and this was crazy, some dude, you know, we chilling out there, looking at everything, watching everybody protest, and then some dude pulled up, and it was some black dudes, right? They pulled up, and they was like, you know, dude was just chilling at first, and then he started asking me questions like, oh, so y'all ain't got y'all mask on? No, you know, we looking at him weird because we don't know him. We like, whatever, man. We don't know you like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? But then we like, hold on, man. This is another brother. So, you know, we start kind of chopping it up with him. And, you know, and then dudes started asking another question like, so where's the Oklahoma landmarks at? And I'm like, what? So immediately I come to him, I'm like, yo, you not from here? He's like, nah, man. I'm like, where you from? He's like, I'm from Texas. I'm like, so what got you down here, homie? What brought you down here? And then when his partner that came with him intervened was like, man, you know, we just got some young muscle out here. I'm like, some young muscle for what? What y'all talking about? What y'all trying to do? So, you know, Buddy was like, you know, he seen that he was kind of getting a little uncomfortable. So, you know, I just let him know, like, yo, where you standing at right now at the landmark? All these black people out here, they landmark. Don't try nothing. Don't F up, homie. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he just got on, kept it moving. But, like, you know, it's been some protests today. It's kind of, like, lightening up a little bit. They all downtown. They got a curfew on, like, certain zones downtown where you can't be out past 10. But, you know, the black folks, man, out here in OKC, man, we ride for the same cause, too, man. And, again, man, appreciate you because a lot of your advice helped me start my entrepreneurial thing. And I was listening to you a lot when I was overnight working, and now I'm doing my thing, man. All because of you, Dr. Clyde Anderson books that I was reading and stuff like that, man, really, really enlightened me, man. So now I'm on the path, bro. And I appreciate that from you, man. And from everybody else, too, man.
That's a win for us. That's a win for us. A win for you is a win for me. So let me ask you something. Any rioting out there, or it hasn't been any rioting?
Man, that's the thing too. Like, whenever we left Sunday night from the east side, we look on the news the next morning, they done set one of the little hood stores on fire. And we knew that was odd. So they really tried to just turn up downtown, but you know, the police was kind of ready for them. It's like they was trying to do something, but you know, it wasn't too much that they was trying to do, really.
Got you. What's the population of the area where you at? Do you know?
Far as like blacks or just all in general?
In general.
I would say it's probably about it's in the mills. You know what I'm saying? Because OKC is the bigger city. It's bigger than Tulsa.
Okay.
So it's like it's in the mills, man. I don't want to get the line. Don't get me wrong, but I know it's definitely more than a mill because it's like it's a small big city. It's only 4 quarters. It's northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest.
Yeah, I think we got that amount of people in like Brooklyn alone.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, family. So thank you for calling, man. Stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? And get that money, that entrepreneur spirit. I love to hear that. You know, keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. That's, you know, like I said, a win for you is a win for me. So, yeah, we holler later on. Peace.
Alrighty, man. Good talking with you, bro.
All right. So, y'all see the number, man. Call in 718-577-1346. 718-577-1346. The super chat is open. The PayPal is available. The Cash App is available. You know what I'm saying? Call in, holler at me. Let me know what's going on in your town, what you see, what's going. You know, you ain't got to tell me. Listen, I don't want to know about nothing particular that might have took place that might not be legal, but I just want to know what's going on. What's the climate like in your city? I'm looking at MSNBC, and they saying this is going on here, this is going on here. I can't believe them. I can't take their word from it. So I'm trying to get firsthand account from the people that's in these towns of telling me to tell me what's going on, because I do not trust the news. You know, I really don't trust the news. I'm just watching it because somehow, some way, right? The Rona just disappeared, right? Like, where the Rona at? So I'm confused right now about what's going on. I just know, like, a week and a half ago, you know, everybody was gloved up, masked up. Then out of nowhere, you know, everybody's out here. You know, what happened to the social distancing? Like, what's happening? Because when you look and you see a crowd of people, they not distant. They kind of close. And me, you could wear a mask all you want. You could wear gloves all you want. Listen. They said 6 feet, and I'm not paranoid. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not paranoid, but I just ain't trying to fight the Rona. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do it. I know I'm a win, but I just don't feel like going through that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just confused right now. I'm very, very confused how a week and a half ago we couldn't even go outside, right? Everything was closed. Now they talking about opening everything back up, and then everybody's outside. Like it's like a mass outside thing. So I don't know. Maybe y'all know something I don't know. Because people just going out there, you know what I'm saying? People going out there, they fighting. They close up on each other. I'm just confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. But yo, call in, man. 718-577-1346. Do not look at me like a fish in a fish bowl. I want y'all to call in and talk to me. I want this to be a fire show. That's why the blue flame is going on. And here I got the blue flame thing. You know, blue flame is the hottest fire, you know. So I want y'all to call in. I want to talk to the people. Call in. I see some of you, Kitty Growl. I see you. That name is crazy. I want you to call in. Stanley Wilson. I want you to call in. I want y'all to call in. Just don't be in the chat. Call in. Participate in the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? If you got a funny voice or you scared, I'm not going to make fun of you. I do not bite. Call in. Talk to me. I want to know what's going on in your town, in your city with that. And you know what's funny? Because I'm a little confused by I think we're in a situation where many people want to know what I think, how can I say this? I think white people right now, see, I'm just confused. I'm just really confused. I'm confused by white people yelling Black Lives Matter. I'm just confused. You know what I'm saying? Because if Black Lives Matter, it's a lot of things more than just police harming us. It's a lot of things that matter to us that's going to help our life besides the police. Don't just help at that fight, but we'll get to that in a minute. I got a caller. 202, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Michelle. I'm calling from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Silver Spring, Maryland. What is going on in your town, in your city?
I am we're a tri-state area because we're right next to Washington D.C., Northern Virginia, and I'm gonna tell you, I've been down to the White House today, and there's thousands and thousands of people. Actually, I went yesterday. Today I was gonna go, and I thought I'd take a day off, but I was watching it on YouTube from 2:00, and there's thousands and thousands of people that have marched from the White House to New York Avenue, to Pennsylvania Avenue, all the way to the Capitol. They sat there, protested, and, they didn't go. They wanted Capitol grounds. Then the thousands of people marched back to, it's called Lafayette Square, right in front of the park of the White House. It's a little park area with Lafayette Square, and then the protests aren't allowed in Lafayette Square anymore. So they are in the streets of Washington, D.C., marching as we speak right now. And it's not on what's making me a little bit concerned, it's not on live on no major news source like Washington Post or Baltimore Sun or the mainstream media on YouTube. Nobody is covering it. And last night there were fires. Some people were setting fires, burning up trees and
burning
trash. Yeah, trash cans. No, they didn't do. It's some people that they are very, very angry, and they know that they are fighting.
Though?
That may have been a mistake, though.
I'm about to say I'm confused. You burn the tree, what the trees do?
Yeah, they're not that gone. The protesters are pretty well behaved, but when it gets dark outside, you want to know what's going on, and it's not covered. You're only one of the main people that are doing a live show, and it's important to know this should be on live. At one time, this would be on every channel on local television. But now you don't know what's going on in your city, and you should know because your children could be in there, your nephews, your nieces, people can be in there. You want to know, if they, what's going on, if they getting tear gas, because they were throwing tear gas canisters. Someone gave a report they were throwing tear gas canisters last night in the I say children, but these are adult, college age type children. But they're all ages though. But these particular children had to run, and they ran in somebody's house to get refuge. And that sounds kind of dangerous, but I mean, the people right now are pretty open to helping people, but you got to watch that. You can't run in people. You have to watch. It could be so much going on.
So is it any rioting out there? Is it any looting going on?
Yeah. I would call that a riot, because this is not this crowd is well behaved. Mm-hmm. It's a well behaved type of. They're not like tearing up and looting. Because it's Washington D.C. They don't show off that bad here. Not yet. Now in the 65 riot after Dr. King was assassinated, it could escalate to that level. But in this city, it doesn't get. They try it. Like when I did Occupy DC, you have some that will take bricks and throw them through the windows, but the business owners board their windows up, so you can't really destroy their property too much in DC. Now, I'm going to go tomorrow and see with my own eyes, because I'm right now lying. I don't know what's going on down there. But
so let me ask you something. When you went out there to protest, what was your mission? What exactly are you protesting?
What I'm protesting is I wanted, first of all, to see what the people were doing. Because I'm already mad that it's called police brutality. I'm already concerned that we don't have anybody that can speak to it, speak up about it being wrong. Like, even though we go to it's not on the news, but even though we go to the White House, I like President Trump. I really like him, but I don't understand, why can't he say anything about it? Is he afraid, or is somebody telling him, don't you say nothing about this? Is somebody running this, the puppeteer behind? Is somebody behind the scenes, like they say, the occult and the Illuminati? I mean, who is keeping people so afraid that they can't really deal with something so that's causing people so much grief as this police brutality? And even Barack Obama did not deal with it. He tried to. He said, well, we want to go to the Rose Garden and have beers. And he tried to, he said the police behaved stupidly when they arrested a black college professor, but when he was president. But then he didn't say anything else about it. So why won't they deal with this white fear? I don't understand this. And some, it's going to have to be reckoned with.
So let me ask you something. What is your nationality? Are you a black woman?
Yes, I am.
So, many people will say a black woman, she like Trump, huh?
I know. Hello. I like the way. Go ahead. Yeah, you're right.
What is it about Trump you like? Listen, because my thing is, I'm not here to tell you who to like or who not to like. That's your business, you know what I'm saying? But what is it that you like about Trump? Because I never really hear too many black women say they like Trump, besides them two black women that he made famous.
It's kind of late for me, but I feel like I want to work with whoever's in the White House. Like, okay, if people had came out to vote, then maybe they would have whoever was running against President Trump, but they didn't. So he won. Hillary didn't win. Okay, everybody thought she was a shoo and she didn't win. Plus, I understand she's involved in all kind of criminal activity. Anyway, and her friends are. So, but I like this president because they don't like him. You understand? Because they don't like him, and he seems to talk for himself, think for himself, and make decisions. Like when he pulled us from the, he pulled us from the World Health Organization. Okay, I agree with that decision, because why didn't they let him know that the pandemic was as serious as it is? Why is it that there's no leadership? They could have done that. How do they get $430 million from the United States, and they can't communicate with us and let us know that there was a disease in Wuhan, China, that potentially could wipe out the entire world. Why didn't they do that? And so I agree with his decision on that. He did something else I agree with, but I agree with a lot of things he did. He gave money to the farmers, not gave it, but he allotted money to the farmers to supply their crops. But I just wish he had made it so that the black farmers could get some of the money during the planting season. He gave $16.4 billion to the Department of Agriculture for that. I liked what he did with that. And I like other things he does, but I really
So let me ask you something.
You know,
when you first heard of Trump and he was saying, you heard him say he'll grab women by the pee, that didn't bother you?
No, I'm not saying it didn't bother me, but I know that the man, this is a television personality, and that's why, before he was president, he he had other businesses in New York where he's from, but he had a television reality show. So just like you in show business, that people say things to get people's attention. Some people, they just a show business type of person. So I didn't really read that much into that for some reason.
He said he said that at the he used to own beauty pageants, and he said that then.
Right.
Do you know about the Central Park 5?
Yeah, I know. That was terrible. I remember what he said and all that.
So you still like him even though he did all those things, or you just weigh it out, or this wasn't bad, that was bad, or I'm okay with this, and how does that work?
I'm not really okay with it, but I feel like sometimes you have to work with the Klansman, like whatever. Y'all may think he sound like a Klansman. Like you had like we had David Duke once. He was the head of the Klan, but he's still in Congress. So I'm just dealing with what is really going on as opposed to these little shock things people say. And no, a leader should not be talking like that. But
so you work with
he
David
can't
Duke?
really hold it in, though.
All right,
I like the way that I don't have to guess.
Give me to understand. Give me to understand something before we go. You will work with a Klansman towards what? What's the plan? If you sat down right now and talk with David Duke, what are y'all talking about?
Well, let me see. Like, for example, I think it was George Wallace who stood in the doorway in Mississippi, wouldn't let the children go into a segregated school. Now, right now, everybody into an integrate the white school. People say, we shouldn't have integrated and all that. Now they say that, but they didn't say that back then. But a person like that will talk back and forth with you. You can sometimes you can, if you can read, you can talk to them. You can email Trump. You can write him notes. You can write him a letter. You can say what, right now, since we are in America, you do have, we have rights, so we can say what we have rights to peaceful protest or simply you can write him a letter. But I think sometimes you can work with people like him, because he did have Omarosa in his, working with him, and she's a black woman now. She didn't stay very long. And he does have
So if you was to talk to David Duke, what would you talk
I gotta
about?
listen to what. Well, I would listen to him first of all, because people like that sometimes don't really. They're very intelligent, but they just don't have anybody to bounce their ideals off of. Sometimes they can be lonely also. Not that they don't have wives and children and friends, but they may not have people to kind of bounce their ideals off. A lot of white people are like that. A lot of them, I believe that. I know that. I've talked to some.
You date white men?
They don't have black people to talk to about things.
Do you date white
and every
men?
time they say something, people get bananas about it. If they say something, like sometimes if you have like a black friend, I'm talking about somebody that care about you, something about you, you can talk to them about black people, and they don't get so judgmental. And some of the stuff you may say gonna sound crazy because you're not used to doing that. Because a lot of whites are not around blacks, and so it sounds when they're not around blacks, some of that stuff they say is crazy stuff, and it's probably and I believe their white selves. Yeah, you're gonna have some of that, but sometimes they have to get it how do we have a honest race discussion? So
all right.
every time they,
I'm gonna close. Can you hear me? I like. See, look, you know, I think there's a lot of people who think like you. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanna I be wanting the people like you to talk. But let me get to the next caller, okay? Thank you for calling in.
I appreciate you, dog.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem. All right.
All right.
All right. 541. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Jake Bozeman, Montana.
Jake Bozeman, Montana. What is going on in Montana? Where first of all, Montana is like, is that Midwest or like where's that considered to be?
Right next to Idaho.
Idaho.
Right above. Oh man, now you got me looking at a map almost. I just moved here from Oregon. I want to say, what's right beneath us? Wyoming's right beneath us.
That don't sound like Is there any black people there? Like I'm confused. What's happening?
Here, not as many as I would prefer.
Okay, so what is going on in your town, in your city right now?
Not a crickets.
So it ain't so nobody's protesting, nobody's out there out and about. What's going on in Montana?
They had one the other day, yesterday, and then they had one on Sunday too. Thousands of people showed up, but no rioting, no looting.
Hey, I don't expect rioting and looting. You know what I'm saying? That is a good thing, though. So
I was surprised because this is a place where people are kind of heavily armed, so that was good. I was pretty fucking happy. Or excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
So there's no rioting and looting, and it's predominantly Caucasian people out there, right?
Oh, most definitely. I grew up in the Midwest, and it's still weird for me to see all these white people.
So you're not white?
No, I am.
You are white, so you're surprised to see all these white people. What you talking about? Like I'm confused. You ain't used to.
Where I grew up, there was a lot more variety of people.
Okay,
what
you mean you're surprised to see white people? You white, homie? What you talking about? All right, so
I used to one of my favorite roommates. I used to live with I was the only white dude in a black apartment. I was used to having other people around me, so it's weird here for me.
Got you. Yeah. So where you at in Montana? There was a protest. So what are the protesters saying? What are they out there trying? What point are they trying to convey in their protest?
It was all about the George Floyd thing. Okay. They had a lot of names written down, people who've been killed by the cops, stuff like that.
Got you. So for you just went out there to see what was going on, or you was a part of the protest?
No, I went out to walk through and just hopefully keep anything from popping off, which it didn't. So good.
What do you mean keep anything from popping off? What you was out there?
Popping off, because usually provocateurs are the first people that are going to start smashing shit. So sorry.
Yeah, so you was out there to make sure no agents
keep an
was
eye
out
on
there.
People.
Got you. You was out there to keep an eye on people.
Not protesters, just in general. Usually police are there to do something either wrong or, just usually you don't know what's going on, especially with all these videos of them destroying people's milk jugs and stuff. Just wanted to make sure this wasn't happening. Yeah, you can use, I don't know if you've seen that footage. I think it was in Philly. They have milk jugs set up so in case they get tear gas, that helps, I guess, with clean your eyes out. It helps get the sting away. And a bunch of people were showing up destroying milk jugs. They were undercover cops. And SWAT team showed up and protected them while they were doing this.
In Montana. So you were out
there. that was in Philly. I just wanted to make sure that didn't happen here.
No, in Montana. So it was peaceful. Where did they march to? Did they go to some type of precinct? Did they go to some type of political authority home? Like, was it, or just was a park? Like, what did they do?
It was just down Main Street, which I didn't understand that part, but yeah, that's what they did.
And they were yelling Black Lives Matter and all that?
Oh yeah.
Wow. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know if I use that word because you're on the phone, but I'm just saying I'm flabbergasted. Amazing to me. Amazing. All right, so let me get some other callers in. Thank you for calling.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you. Please don't stop doing what you're doing. Thank you for being you.
No problem. Thank you for calling. All right. We got 678 in the building. What's your name and where you calling from?
Info.
You got to turn your computer down a little bit because I hear feedback.
Oh, listen.
Okay. So, April, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Calling from Georgia.
Georgia.
He's out of Georgia, but I was at
what part of Georgia?
Next to Atlanta. I'm in Perry County, and I was calling because I was at the Atlanta protest tonight. So
you sound hoarse. You was out there yelling and stuff? What's happening?
No, I just got to be with. I was yelling at the protest tonight, very vocal. Yeah.
What were you yelling?
Slogans from enough is enough, slogans from no more racial injustices, slogans from saying their names to I can't breathe, any slogan that needs to be heard, to no more Trump, anything where we want to make statements against all the nonsense going on that needs to stop.
So out there, was there did any chaos take place? Was it all peaceful?
It was all peaceful.
Okay. And was that daytime? Do y'all got a curfew now?
We start at 5, and you have to disperse by at least 9 o'clock. You need to be out of the city of Atlanta.
Wow. So
around 8:30, we probably dispersed. Some people could have stayed behind, not sure, but they did ask. We even kneeled, and people said a prayer toward the end. They asked that we peacefully leave, because now the National Guard and everyone is in. So people were trying to be, work with that, and I'm sure some probably hung behind. I don't know what happened, but it was definitely peaceful. We started at Centennial Park, and then we marched up and went around toward the Capitol, and it was still peaceful. However, they still sprayed, tear gas and everything out into the audience, because I guess they didn't want people in front of the Capitol, so people who at that point had to run for their lives. You can't breathe.
So they sprayed y'all for absolutely no reason. Y'all didn't do anything unruly.
Oh, it was no reason. Nothing going on other than a peaceful protest. People were standing there, chanting slogans, chanting phrases, chanting statements, anything that they wanted to say in order to talk about the frustrations going on in government. And the officer, I'm not sure if it was actually the National Guard, but they said, this is our last warning, and then he recited some federal code where you can't stand in front of the Capitol. And this is our last warning to disperse. And at that point in time, I remember walking away, you heard was shots. Right. Shots, and you saw gas everywhere. So people were just running in all directions.
So was it a mixed crowd? Was it mixed?
Very mixed. Thousands and thousands of people out there. I would have to say I'm a black woman, but surprisingly, there's quite a bit of white people out there.
So you got white people out there yelling. So you got white people out there yelling Black Lives Matter. That's what you're saying?
Very much. Black Lives Matter, white silence, equal violence. Enough is enough. Black Lives Matter. They on the front lines, just like the black people.
Wow.
Very much.
I am I'm amazed. I had to use flabbergasted for the white dude, but I could say amazed with you because you
can say amazed. Yeah, you can say flabbergasted, whatever.
No, we're not using flabbergasted. That was I had to speak his language. You know what I'm saying? Flabbergasted. We don't say that in the hood to each other. Yo, I'm flabbergasted. Be like, yo, I'm in shock right now. So
okay.
So I want to ask you something, and I'm going to ask many other callers that's going to call in after you. What do you want from this?
We want to be treated with dignity and respect, and we want fairness, not just fairness in the criminal justice system, but we need fairness in closing this wealth gap in America. We need fairness in how, there's just so much going on that keeps us back from all the issues of slavery and the trauma of slavery and a lot. I know the issue right now is the criminal justice system, but the issue is also reform in many areas. So my goal and why I'm out there is, first of all, there are different levels to protest. And one of the levels is definitely you need to make your voice heard out there. And right now it's dealing with the criminal justice system, because the reality is that they're coming in and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Too many black men are dying. They're unarmed. They're not, resisting arrest, and they're dying at the hands of people who are supposed to keep us safe. So that's why I'm out here protesting, at this point with my child, to make sure I'm out there with her and I see what's going on.
Got you. All right, so thank you for calling. Stay safe out there. Well, you wasn't scared of the Rona, or you was just like, whatever?
You know what? I had my mask on. I've been staying away from people for months, but for this cause and this fight, sometimes you got to put those fears aside, and we have to fight this one. This is going to be a serious battle, and I think that those of us who are older, we have to push the fears aside, and instead of going to barbecues and hanging out around in the neighborhood, get out there and protest.
Got you. All right, sound good. Thank you for calling in. Stay safe out there.
No problem.
All right.
Thanks. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, we got 716 in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Doggie Diamonds? Yo, I'm calling from Buffalo, New York, man.
Buffalo.
Upstate.
The home of Griselda, the home of the Buffalo Bills, which I still don't like. Well, we beat y'all in the Super Bowl, so we always gonna hold that over.
Yeah, that's a sore spot for us, man. When Norwood missed that field goal, man.
What's going on in your town right now? Shout out to Scott Norwood too. But what's going on in your town right now?
Yo, they wildin', man. Yo, Sunday they had a protest around City Hall. They spray painted City Hall.
Whoa.
Somebody broke the window in City Hall.
Wow.
And threw some type of fire bomb in there. It was a crowd of people around City Hall, and somebody tried to drive their car in there. They broke dual windows and was standing on top of the car, and it was wilding on Sunday. So I think like Sunday night, because I was working, but I saw all this on the news.
Got you.
Sunday night they ran up in 7-Eleven.
And
they
what?
Ramshacked that joint.
Stole hot dogs.
They ramshacked it. They was stealing everything out of there.
So go ahead. My fault. Then what?
Then it's this sneaker spot, man. They broke the windows and that joint and just ran up in there and was stealing sneakers and clothes. It's on Twitter, man. If you look on Twitter, you go see all this happening, man. Like they just coming out with like.
So it's a protest. It's a protest. Is the rioting happening during the protest, or is it after the protest? How is this happening? I'm confused. Or is it some people rioting and some people protesting?
It was the protest first,
and
I think that was early. Like it was a protest early, and then later on, like during the night, or like midday to the night, they was rioting.
Gotcha.
So they was just like little businesses and 7-Eleven. They was just looting. They was looting.
Got you.
So today, man, they had a protest in the hood in front of the police department, and this is documented on the internet too. They had a protest in front of the police station, so it was a lot of cops out there, I guess, barricading people down. And man, this car ran through some cops, man.
Word.
Three of the cops got ran over. That's my word, man. Y'all can look this up on the internet. It got like 4 million views right now.
Wow.
Yo, and the girl, it was a girl driver and it was 2 dudes. They got arrested. And the girl, she got shot twice.
Oh, word? They
shot twice in the.
She alive?
Yeah, she got shot twice. She in the hospital right now.
Wow.
So they got the dudes, and I think I forgot how much it cost for them to whatever they charged them with, how much it cost to get out or whatever. But it's a lot though.
Wow.
And yeah, that happened today. That happened like 4 or 5 hours ago, man. So I don't know. Usually, man, Buffalo is not wild like this, but they wilding out right now up here.
So are people? Is it a mixed crowd? The protesters? Is it white people, black people? Like, what's going on?
Sunday it was. Sunday it was. I'm not sure about today because I'm not work. Sunday Sunday was a holy day for me. It was Pentecost, so I kept that.
Gotcha.
I really wasn't out and about doing anything on that day. But today it was in the hood, so I'm pretty sure it was more or less, black folks out there. So.
Okay. All right. So yeah, thank you for calling in Buffalo. Stay safe out there. And let me get to the next caller. Peace.
All right, peace, man.
Yep. Damn, I had a 917 and they hung up. 917, call back because I know that's. Oh, there we go. 917. 917. What's your name? Where you calling from? I know you local because you got 917.
Yo, what's good? It's Will from Washington Heights.
Washington Heights. What's going on in the Heights right now?
Nothing, because they put a stop to it. They wasn't with that Black Lives Matter BS. To me, I'm going to be honest, Black Lives Matter has been hijacked from a long time ago. I've been knew this, but
facts.
The thing is that people are noticing now because of social media. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I apply that the same thing as police brutality. You know, why you think? Listen, can you believe that what we saw with the '92 riots was because somebody actually had a huge ass camcorder that you put on your shoulder and you record. If it wasn't for that, we would have never seen that. Gotcha. And now we see it more with social media. So we have to think from there. We need to stop leading with emotions because we are emotional. We get into that. The first thing we see, we want to, act. But we need to stop and listen. Like, this has been going on. What's going to be the end goal? We don't have a goal. We're just going out there and walking around looking stupid, then getting hit with a brick. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people doing it for a good cause, but we have to understand there's people. Once we saw that there's bricks placed right there with like a bow on top for you to just grab and go,
with a bow on top, right? Like, here goes special. So let me ask you something. Washington Heights is predominantly Dominican. Am I right or wrong?
Dominicans are black, and I don't want to hear from a lot of people that be like, "Oh, we ain't black." No.
I'm glad. Yes, I'm glad you said that. I'm going with you. I'm going with you there. I'm happy that you said that, because if you had said we not black, I probably would have banged you. I don't bang the phone. I'm keeping it with you. So Dominicans are black, but no Dominicans marched at all. Is what you're saying?
Oh no! Dominicans went to spot and were like, "We not having no looters come up in here," because it's not even protesting no more. That protesting died probably the first day. Then after that, they're still marching in some places and it's peaceful. But guess what? Once we probably saw some of these Antifa dudes throw that brick, and of course we're gonna go for them some Jordans or stuff. You know what I'm saying? Of course we're gonna do that. But
can't help it, right? Like kid in the
candy
candy
store. Come on,
yeah.
I would have done it, but at the same time we got to remember we have young kids doing that, and let's be honest. When I was young, I was gonna fuck, but. Us right now, we're grown. We know we're not going to get into that, especially that we've seen and we heard about Antifa. Not a lot of people know, again, but some people understanding. Now, when we saw these videos, a lot of people say, "Yo, ain't no looting. If y'all going to do a protest, have to stop." But there's no looting. Look what happened to the Bronx in Florida. That was crazy.
Wow, yeah.
Yo, and you know what's funny? That I was speaking with a couple of my people, and I was like, it's funny how when that dude died, and he got slashed up, cut up like a bacon.
Yeah.
We ain't do nothing. Because you know why? Because that's our own people on our own.
No, but they
people.
still wanted justice for Junior though. They still now.
Yeah, but why there was no posting and no looting, no rioting?
But looting against who though? That's it's a difference between going against the system and going against a group of a demographic of people. It's different.
Exactly.
But you can't compare Junior and George Floyd. You really can't.
All right, I got way more examples though. Did you know that Memorial Day, Chicago was crazy?
According to who?
Crazy.
According to who?
According to if you look it up and you see the news.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you and I'm gonna keep honest with you. I don't believe the news.
Okay. So if we don't believe the news, then how can we always say that Trump is the bad guy? Because we've seen in the news.
You never heard me say anything about Trump. I'm not pro-Trump.
No. When I say you, I probably don't mean you. I don't know. I haven't heard everything. I don't know really your beliefs on Trump or whatever, but a lot of these people are eating what CNN, Fox, all these things, whatever they put in, they eating it up, and they put a battery in the back. They go outside, and guess what? Some people die. What's up with that?
So all right, but we did see them kneel on somebody's neck and and kill them. We did see they have done a lot of things to us, and I'm pretty sure if you in the Heights, they have harassed you. The first time you probably had a burner put to your head was by them.
Nah, brother. Listen, I'm more scared of my own people around here, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And
you more scared of your people than you are.
Yo, Doggie Diamonds, have you had more beef with your own people or white people in your career?
Well, see, that's different because it depends on your environment. But I'm talking about systematically. I've had more beef. Well, I haven't had beef with white people per se. I had beef with the system, which is controlled by white people, and they put certain things in place and put us in certain places for us to act out. So people like to say crabs in a barrel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do crabs act like that? Because they in the barrel and they're about to die. Of course they're going to wild out. They don't belong in the barrel. It is not normal. Listen, it is not normal to take thousands of people and put them in a project building and have poor education, poor housing, poor food, poor shopping areas, poor quality of life. Of course they're going to act out. That's normal. So it's the same thing.
I agree.
It's the same thing. But that's what I'm saying. That's systematic.
All right, real quick. If we see that pattern happen, shouldn't we know better and mobilize on that? Since this is not our kingdom. So we should know that. We not stupid.
Yeah,
we're not stupid. We should know this. And then we instead, let's go real quick. Instead, we choose to subscribe to being brainwashed to what the media does, TV shows, Love and Hip Hop, rappers being in their house in a mansion, still banging about selling cocaine.
It's deeper than that. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's deeper than that. But we have generational curses that has not been broken yet. We get poverty.
And how do you think we break it?
By the system changing, and the system is not for us.
No, we can't leave it to the system. We learned already from Emmett Till to on.
Okay, so when you go for a small business loan, a bank loan,
correct,
or if you have a job right now and you want to move up in the field that you work for, right? And you cannot move up in the field that you work for because the system is not designed for you to move up. That is the system. Do you know how many times you might go for a raise or go for a new position and get denied? Give me your last name. You ain't got to give me your first name. What's your last name?
Bisla, Bifla.
And what's your nationality?
Dominican.
All right. So do you know that sometimes by looking at your name, you're not getting a raise and you're not getting a promotion because they don't want a Dominican in certain positions. But if your name,
even when it comes to buying houses.
Okay, so how you agreeing with me in saying it's our fault? It's
the system. I see now you saying that it's our fault for what though?
No, I didn't say it's our fault. I said it's the system.
No, you said that I'm saying you. So why you saying?
I said you agreeing with me. I said you agreeing with me. Even when you buying houses and when you trying to get
yeah, I agree with, but that doesn't mean, brother, that it has to do and trickle down with the way we act to each other.
When I
see your chain and I want to rob you, do you want me to blame Donald Trump for that?
It has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It started way before Donald Trump. What I'm saying to you
but what's the reason behind that then?
Because they're hungry.
Come on, I can't go by that, brother.
I'm telling you.
That.
Yo,
so we have no way of fixing this then?
We do have ways of fixing it. The system is not designed to help us. We need a new system. We need to form our own system. We need to form our own system. But but it's still systematic. We were taught to hate each other. Like you said, you scared of people in your neighborhood, right? But it's people in your neighborhood that suffer the same oppression that you suffer. So how do you act when you oppressed?
I'm not going to rob somebody of my own kind, though. I can't walk outside with a chain on. Crazy though.
So who else do you rob? Who else do you live around?
A bunch of my own kind.
All right. So you trying to tell me white people don't rob white people in the neighborhood? They don't break in each other's homes. Mexicans don't break in each other's home. Asians don't do stuff to people. They do.
I think white people are just on another level, and they just rob us with banks and all shit like that.
No, they break into homes. They have meth. They have meth labs. They have meth heads.
About the majority of white people, they break us down in a different level, which is financially and making sure we kill each other and making sure they pay people that have bullshit lyrics and rhyme about what we definitely don't need to be doing in our hood, than paying money to somebody like Lupe Fiasco that can rap about something that will make you think.
Okay, but you're talking about, look, but see, this is where you going wrong at, right? You're talking about entertainment. You describe
it has to do with all of it,
but that's still the system, though. But that's still the system. That's still the system.
We keep falling for all these rappers.
But listen, everybody don't listen to rap, bro. It's not about rap. See, that's the
I'm
problem.
talking about our own community. We all listen to rap. Let's be honest. Why we here? Why you have a successful show? We all be listening to the hip hop.
But listen, tonight we didn't even talk nothing about hip hop. This has nothing to.
No, I know what you mean.
You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
They gave us what we should be entertained by. They gave us what we should be watching. They gave us all of that. You know what I'm saying? We have to look past all of that and realize that the system was in place not for us to succeed. So when the system is not in place for us to succeed, why do we keep conforming to the system? And then we are doing things to each other because we don't have it. You got to understand, look how many Chinese restaurants, look how many chicken spots, look how much liquor stores, look how many churches. Right now, it's churches taking up mad square feet in neighborhoods, and they're not even open. And they're not even open. But
why do we keep going to Chinese food then? I do.
Because it's quick.
But why people still do that?
Because it's quick.
We don't even support our own, bro.
Because it's quick, convenient, and cheap.
But that's why, because we too lazy when it comes to shit like that.
We
want something like that.
Listen, what
we
I'm
can't
saying,
go to
I
the
understand what
store.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I'm
gonna keep it real with you. I understand what you're saying about taking accountability. That's real. We do need to take accountability for our actions, but you have to realize they have a head start of hundreds of years of putting a system in place that was never designed for us to win.
They kill our leaders.
Yeah, we just got out of segregation not too long ago. My brother is
no, brother. I still think we in slavery. By the way,
listen,
it's just a high tech slavery.
Listen,
just because we got gadgets in our hands doesn't mean that we're free. I know that.
Listen, so my oldest brother is my only older brother is 50, right? So, he was born in 68, I believe. In 68, it still was segregation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's not that long ago. So it's so much systems in place. And when you go try to get government assistance, education, student loans, financial aid, all types of stuff, the system is not set up for us to win. It is not. And that is the problem. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
that
brother, but we all got to go one step at a time. And I know that the system is there. And to me, listen, fuck the system at the end of the day. Because with every president, I like Trump, I'll be honest. But with every
You're the second person tonight that said you like Trump, by the way.
No, I bet, because you know what? Because I did my research in 2015. Mm-hmm. Especially when I saw those Hillary emails, I was like, oh, and we never going to get it. Even now, I can tell my family member, my friends, my family, whatever, and they look at me crazy. But that's cool, though. But, at least you have that lady on your show, and I give you super props for that. Because I know there's rappers watching your channel, and they feel the same way, but they're too scared because they can't open that mouth because their money's going to be frozen. And that's what it is. But I forgot my point.
But these listen, though, the reason why these rappers are clowns, straight up. They're clowns. They're paid, and they're not going to leave their big house and their great life to help nobody. And I don't expect them to. You know what I'm saying?
And do you know that they're paying to bail out the Antifa people? And they having a wage war of who can put out the most? That's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Disgusting.
I don't know what's going on with, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I am one of the only people that's in the media that don't follow any of these rappers. I don't stay in tune with them. I interview them, and then I don't ever talk to them again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. There's not too many of them that I'm friend with. I'm not a guy who's on the phone chopping it up with people, say, yo, could I interview you?
No, I understand.
It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my own thing. That's why it's called Doggie Diamonds TV. If I don't talk to them, it doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to be able to go out there and talk to the people. But yeah, we got to have more bills like this because I think it is many people who think like, go ahead.
Doggie Diamonds, check this out. Isn't it crazy that just when we was kind of over that COVID, because little by little we was noticing that it was kind of getting over, and then everything was starting to open up, and then boom, this happens out of nowhere. And that's because we saw a clip of somebody getting killed right there. You know what I'm saying? And how the hell the next day off, like almost 50 states, not 50 states, but listen, there was like at least 16 states the next day operating. We never seen that in our own community like that.
No,
and that's why I think there's agent provocateurs in there.
Of course, I mean, but then again, what does that go back to? It goes back to the system. These things are thought of, planned out in big corporate boardrooms.
You're right.
And
You're right.
they found a way to keep us all downtrodden and messed up. You know, and from the Dominicans to the, I mean, look, y'all talking about, look, y'all can't even get along with the Haitians in your own country. So don't worry about Washington Heights. You know what I'm saying? So fix that. So whose fault is that?
That's our fault. That's our fault.
All right, but that's not the system that was in place. One was colonized by Spain. One was colonized by the French.
Oh, no, that was definitely the system, too, though, because
this is what I'm trying to tell you.
They helped the right side and left the left side dead.
Okay, and what did
that do? They knew that they were the first ones to be independent.
And what did that do?
It's deeper than that.
But look, what did that do? That made generational curses go on for centuries. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's in the Bible, actually, yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This has been going on for a long time. So until you could break the generational curses that was put on us, we in trouble. It ain't. I don't look at you and say, yo, he got a chain, I want to rob him. Some people do. But we were taught to hate one another because we hate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If I could look at you and you're doing well, that's what I be telling people on YouTube. And they be like, yo, he got these views, this got this. I be like, yo, I'm happy for them. Like, I don't feel like I have to compete with anybody. This is not a race. This is not a race. Like, if you win, I won. You shining does not dim my light. You know what I'm saying? You shining does not dim my light. I am who I am. I am what I am. I'm okay with that. I do not feel like I have to be the man at all times. If you have a month where your YouTube is doing better than mine, whoop-de-doo. If you want to celebrate how you want to celebrate. But that don't mean that I'm lame. You know what I'm saying? And I think once we could get out that mentality of, yo, I'm shining, you ain't nothing, it is what it is. But, bro, let me get some more callers, and thank you for calling. Your peace. 347-288. What's your name? Where you calling from? You local, too.
What's good, yo? This is Almighty, man.
Almighty. All right. Where you calling from?
Calling from Queens, New York, bro.
What's going on in Queens? I seen something about them. It was on Twitter or Instagram. Them walking out Jamaica Ave. Are you close by that area?
Yo, bro. I seen some of the most historical shit on YouTube.
All right, yeah. Try not to curse.
Ago.
Yeah, try to.
Oh, my bad.
So what did you see?
Bro, I just saw 2,000 people march from Manhattan to Brooklyn with not one violent incident whatsoever. 2,000 people walked past police from Manhattan to Brooklyn with not one violent incident, bro. Not one violent incident, bro. It was beautiful.
So,
and
was you out there or you just saw it?
Nah, man. I wish I was out there, bro. I had to work today at home, so by the time I get off from work, I couldn't take the train. That was havoc, and the police presence is just crazy.
Got you.
But
you like
yeah,
me?
man,
I ain't messing with you. I'm stay away from them cops. Like, I just ain't. It ain't gonna be. So, in your opinion, what are people marching for to you?
I mean, it's not even an opinion that I formulated. You know what I mean? I see it from a different scope. I was talking to a couple of friends of mine earlier, and I'm letting them, I'm explaining to them, look, man, this is, they started talking about, oh, well, he was a porn star, and, and I'm telling them, yo, so what are you saying? Because a man was a porn star, that's supposed to just automatically cancel out the fact that he was killed by a police officer.
That's a death wish.
Yeah.
He was a porn, whatever.
Yeah, and does that mean that his life is devalued because of his occupation, whether it be porn star, male prostitute, whatever the situation was? You don't devalue human life. In other words, the value of life isn't dependent solely on, just because of your job occupation or whatever the heck you were doing, whether you were a drug dealer or not. It doesn't take away from the fact that the principle of everything was that he was murdered.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, to me, it's 400 years of slavery. 400 plus.
So why? So if we have 400 years of slavery.
Not only that, then after that, we're talking about Jim Crow. then we talk about the more even crazier oppression that we suffered, the disparities, the disenfranchisement. And this is not even scratching the surface of zip codes and the lack of resources that we have in the hood.
I agree with you. So in your, why are white people marching? And I'm confused.
I mean, I think that a lot of them are doing it out of let me not speak for all of them. I could say that my opinion on that would be that a lot of them feel guilty. A lot of them are feeling guilty for the fact that this is what it takes. You know, this is what it's come to, in other words.
I need to talk to some white people. If there's any white people that was out there marching, please call in. I need to talk to some white people. I know I got a predominantly, black, different people calling in my channel, but I need to talk to some white people that was out there protesting, because I really want to know from white people directly, why were you out there? What is the mission in your opinion? What do white people want to see happen? I think I'm going to do a whole show for white people. What do y'all want to see happen? Please call. If you know any, I don't know any white people personally like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're watching you right now, dog, because I'm looking at the feed, and there's some of them in there. You could tell by the lingo, by the way they're talking, that they in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they have a good heart too. You know what I'm saying?
But I need to know. I need to know
definitely
why are they marching, and how far are they willing to go to see that we get justice? Because people are saying justice because, all right, let's look at it like this. Let's keep it a buck, right? The cop was allegedly arrested, right? The cop was allegedly arrested. So is arrested being cool, or is the justice a conviction? It's like, what is justice? Because when you
justice is definitely a conviction, my brother.
But see, justice to me, Doggie Diamonds, is the electric chair. That's justice.
Well, I mean that's like the highest level, yeah. But to set precedent in a legal stage, on the legal stage, to
electric
set precedent,
chair is legal?
Absolutely, definitely should be convicted. You know, I'm not gonna leave it up to me to say like, yo, put him in an electric chair or anything like that. I think, of course, he should be, have his day in court, a jury, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, yeah, man. I mean, if it would have been me and you, or even somebody that's poor,
we would be in the electric chair.
First degree murder. That's another thing. Just to point out, my brother, pardon, doggy. Like, let's point out the fact that they charging them, and I know about charges because I used to be what they call it, like a jailhouse lawyer.
Gotcha.
You know, like I would read laws and shit. So I used to read the random shit, like the Black's Law Dictionary and the definition of murder, et cetera, et cetera. All right, now we're looking at the fact that they're being charged. He's being charged with a third-degree murder, and then he's being charged with manslaughter, which is basically the same exact charge. The only difference between one and the other is that one you have a complete disregard. It's like you're aware of what you're doing. In other words, I'm aware of what I'm doing, but I don't care about the consequences to the point that I'm numb. So I'm not cognizant, really. So that kind of leaves a shadow of a doubt. And that's why it's so hard to get convictions on police officers when they do things like this, because they have what was called qualified immunity.
Yeah, so you was in the law library kind of crazy too, because you sitting there saying all types of stuff. You break, but I'm happy that you're doing it. So let me ask you something. Why do you think he was the only one charged? Because from some of the tapes that we saw, he wasn't alone in that. We just saw his knee, but it was other knees and feet. And then I seen a tape where they actually had the police door open and they was putting the beats on him. It looked like we didn't even see that. So why do you think he's the only one? Why is he the scapegoat for this, but it was actually 4 of them?
Because he was the main, let's say,
aggressor.
He was the poster child, so to speak. I mean, he's the one that got the most light put on him, and then on top of that, you see how long it took for them to do that. The reason it took them that long is because they wanted to examine that camera footage from the body cam, so that they can deliberate and say, oh, okay, or delegate, let's say, or deliberate, whatever the word is. But they okay, look at the evidence. This is the evidence. We got to first look at it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take him and we're going to charge him with manslaughter and third-degree murder because that's what we can more than likely get away with. Oh, the autopsy says that he most likely had drugs in the system and that he didn't die of asphyxiation, but he did die because he had underlying health factors.
That's not what not what the autopsy said. That's not what the new reports that came out.
Not the new ones, because they had the independent autopsies done. The family and the attorney. Yeah, it went to a whole other level. Exactly. Yeah. But to go back to what you were saying was why they made him the main, hey, we're going to charge you first. Well, they knew for a fact that he was the one that had the heaviest burden of guilt.
So everybody else, so in your opinion, and well, I guess it ain't your opinion. So I guess to the people, I want to know. So everybody else did you get to say, yo, it was him, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was four of them. It wasn't just him. It was four cops.
Well, yeah. The fact of the matter is that they think that we're all so desensitized to the point that we're just going to be pacifying, like with one. They think we're going to just be pacifists and say, oh, well, yeah, you got the star of the show. No, we don't want just the star of the show. We want the whole cast.
We want the whole cast. We want the whole cast. I want the director. I want the videographer. I want the editor. I want everybody that was a part of that movie. And
whoever added insult and so on and so forth, too. Like everybody, like this girl that got her face split in the Bronx by a cop. Like, I mean, we want him too.
Yeah, but
we want the guy whoever killed Eric Gardner, we want them too. Like, this is not only just one cast, this is an entire documentary of people.
Got you. I don't know what somebody else is saying about being put on timeout in the chat. Stop whining. You probably said something dumb and one of the moderators did something, and relax, man. You in my chat though, but I'm not. Yeah, so yo, it was good dialogue with you. Let me get some more callers in.
Yo, we gotta go back to working out at Crunch though. You know who this is.
Oh, all right, fam. Yo, I'm scared of Crunch, bro. I don't know about that.
That
might be a petri dish. I don't know about all that. What about the other situation with the podcast? You still putting that together?
Yeah, absolutely, no, brother. I still got your number and all that.
Yeah, shoot me a text.
I'm gonna definitely shoot you a text. We definitely chop it up, man.
Shoot me a text. All right, peace.
Peace.
All right. Yeah, that was one of my. At the end of the call, when he said his name, I mean, when he said Crunch, I definitely know who that was. 408. What's your name? And where you calling from?
What's up, bro? This is
What'd you say?
Boy called from San Jose.
San Jose, California. What's going on in your town right now?
Tensions is high. You feel me? Tensions is high because you got the shit went down out here the other day. Excuse me.
Okay.
It went down out here like probably the second night of the protest, and cats started looting. Cats robbed a couple UPS trucks, and it was going down. A lot of the young people were out there. Mm-hmm. The young people were turning all the way up, and I'm not really sure if this is completely organic.
Mm-hmm.
I know the people on the street that are turning up, but I don't know if this started organically.
Meaning what?
The people. What's that?
Meaning what? Like organically? What do you mean organically? Like the rioting didn't start
it
organically?
Seems like exactly. Like it built up. First, you had Ahmaud Arbery.
Mm-hmm.
He got killed. He got killed in February, but they released the footage, in May.
Gotcha.
And then you had that woman, get killed in her home.
Mm-hmm.
Blatantly 8 shots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had this man choked to death.
Mm.
In
so
front
you feel
of everybody.
like? Do you feel like they're putting
But this
everything?
wasn't a regular.
This
wasn't a regular killing though. He was being filmed, and he knew he was being filmed for 8 minutes. Like he finished the job type of hit. You feel me?
So you're talking about the police, that is?
The policeman, Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. What do you think about the mugshot picture? Was the mugshot picture, was that the same person?
Yeah, it's the same person. Because you gotta while you're down there killing somebody, you're not going to look the same as you are doing a mugshot.
Yeah, the way you
know
put that. Yeah, no, you might be right, because even when you think about George Zimmerman, he looked way different. You could tell it was still him, but how he looked in the court and how he looked in a mugshot was two different people. He's a sloppy. Anyway.
Yeah, think about how you look when you're in a fight and your adrenaline's pumping. You don't really look the same.
So out there, is it any peaceful protester?
There's a lot of peaceful protests, and
white people out there?
There's a lot of white people protesting along, like majority, because out here in San Jose, it's probably like 40. Now I'd probably say 25% Mexicans, 20%, black, 10% Asian. There might even be more Asians than black people out here.
Are the Mexicans protesting? Are the Mexican protesting?
But there's a lot of Mexican protests, but you got to figure the cops out here, they on all minorities, period. And this is going around nationwide. So they on all minorities. So there's a lot of Mexicans that have dealt with police violence over the years, a lot of police killings out in San Jose. A lot of them over the years, they built up, you know what I mean?
Wow, I didn't even know that.
And that's not anything rare across the nation.
Wow, yeah. So it's black. So you're saying there's black cops in San Jose?
It's not a lot of black cops, but I'm saying they harass black people and they kill a lot of different minorities.
Got you.
You know
what
I mean?
Got you.
And so the black cops out here like to turn up for the white cops. You know what I mean?
Got you.
It seems like they go extra hard. It's like all the minority cops do. The Asians go extra hard. The Mexican cops I'm talking about, and the Asian cops, they turn up. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers go bad on people, like they're trying to impress. Because probably 80% of the force is white. So they trying to impress, and they're the ones
they be going hard, like, don't worry, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it is what it is, family. Stay safe out there. Did you go out there and march at all and protest at all?
Nah. I drove by a Hustle Horn, but that's. I mean, I was gonna go out there today. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen. I'm gonna be real with you, right? My advice for everybody out there is, if you're not going out there and you don't feel like going out there, don't feel pressured to go out there and just be a voice and a number. You know what I'm saying? There is no pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people should be pressured. There is other ways to protest. There is other ways to fight. Don't feel pressure, because I think some people just feel like they just want to be included because it's trendy and everybody else is doing it. I might as well go out there too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think nobody has to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like going out there, or you don't feel safe, or you scared of that Rona still, because that Rona is out there like
that's what I was thinking. But but that's another thing. I don't know about the Rona either. You feel me? I don't know. I believe it. It seemed like it's a lot worse on the East Coast than it is out here, because they said that Santa Clara is one of the worst hit parts of the nation, and I don't know anybody with it. I don't know anybody that know anybody with it. Everybody that I know that got sick was like around January, February, way earlier.
Got you.
It hit something hit hard out here. It was some kind of flu hit real hard out here, but it was way earlier.
Got you.
So I don't know. And they said the test kits are 50% of them are false negative, false positive. So it's like And then I'm not lining up to get tested with that thing on my nose like that. Of course not. Man.
I don't care. Listen, I don't care if they test you by swabbing your spit or anything like that. I'm not dealing with them folks in no way, straight up and down, because I just know better, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want nobody taking my blood. I don't want nobody taking my spit. I don't want none of that going on. But thank you for calling, family. Let me get some more callers in.
All right, peace to the fam. Rest in peace, George Floyd.
Yes.
That's the cops. F12.
All right, peace. So that was San Jose. Call in. I need some white people. White people, where you at? I don't want a Karen. I don't even want a Becky. You know what I'm saying? But if your name is Becky, Rebecca, whatever your name is, I don't mind you calling. I need to know why white people are out there marching. 203. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, you definitely gotta cut your computer down.
Yeah, I just cut it off.
Okay,
I
all
just
right.
cut it off.
All right. What's your name? Where you calling from? What'd you say?
I'm out of Connecticut.
Connecticut. What's
This is
going
Killer
on?
B, the Witch Finder.
What's going
What's
on
going
in CT?
Nothing. Brothers is out here too busy getting that money. There was a couple of people blocked the highway and stuff like that.
Okay.
But other than that, nobody really like worried about that stuff. Everybody's just trying to do their normal daily thing.
So there's no marching, no protesting in CT at all. Is it just your area or Connecticut period?
As far as I've seen, like Connecticut period, like they got up on the highway and stopped the highway and stuff for a little bit, and that was about it. There's a couple like little protests at the police stations, nothing serious for like an hour or two, and everybody went back home.
Gotcha.
They went about their business.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of crazy stuff, man. Our people got to start making better decisions for ourselves.
Okay, and we're
the worst decision makers, I believe, on this earth today.
Based on
as we here,
when you say we, when you say we, are you talking about we meaning black people?
Black people, yes.
Okay, black people are the worst decision makers based off what?
The things that we choose to do, man, and we expect different results or things not to happen to us.
Okay, based off what? You have to give me an example. You can't just say you know.
Okay,
I want you to be
George
specific.
Floyd, right? Let's go with George Floyd.
George
right?
Floyd. Okay.
So we see what happened here. Whether he knew he had a fake $20 bill or not, but some of us that live in the hood or just know what the hood's like, most of us know a fake bill when we have it.
Okay.
And a lot of them, if we just happen to get one, we'll try to pass it off. Okay. I'm not saying that's what he did, but he gave the store a fake $20 bill. The police was called. The police responded. They went to his car. As you can see, when he pulled out of the vehicle, he was trying to be handcuffed. You can see the smirk on his face and how he's holding his arm and knowing this small police officer can't move his arm because the guy is so big. He's over 6 feet tall.
Okay, so
like that. He's that.
So where you're going with this, if I'm not, let me just make sure I'm with you. You about to blame him for getting killed?
No.
Okay, so continue then. Continue.
Well, he helped contribute to the things that happened to him.
Okay, so he said, he said, okay, I'm gonna go outside with this fake dub, and hopefully somebody put their knee on my neck and kill me today. Yeah, you hear me? You still there?
Have that in mind at all. I'm pretty sure he didn't have that in mind.
Okay, so you said he made a bad decision, but you said he made a bad decision. So what was his bad decision? I'm confused.
Okay, I'm leading up to it. It is bad. Number one bad decision. If he knew that was a fake 20, bringing it in the store. Bad decision number two, giving the police officers a hard time.
Where did he give up? Whoa. Where did he give the police officer a hard time? No. I can't let you do that. I saw the same tape you saw.
I don't know.
Where did he give them a hard time?
Are you footage before they actually had him on the ground and had the knee on the neck? Did you see what led up to that?
Yes, I seen all the footage.
He collapsed. He collapsed twice. Right? He was put in the car. He was taken out. He told the police, I'm not getting in that patrol car. I'm claustrophobic. That's what he said. In the report, that's what the police officer said.
Oh, so we listening to the cops now. We listen to the same cop that killed him?
No.
So who we listening to?
This is a court document.
Okay, but who wrote the court document? Who put the report in?
Whoever wrote the report.
Come on, man. Listen. Whoa. First of all, I am highly intelligent, right? I would like to think I'm highly intelligent, right? So who wrote the report?
I guess it was the prosecutor or whatever, however that goes.
That's not who gave the report. Who gave the report? Who gave the report of what happened? The prosecutor wasn't there. Who told the police that this is what happened? Who told the prosecutor that this is what happened?
Okay, I guess the police, because they were there. They had to make the report.
So we're listening to the same people who killed him, who had his knee on his neck, and people said to him, "Yo, you're killing him." Right. He said, "I can't breathe," and he says, he's okay. That's who we listening to?
That's the one person. Now, there was another police officer that actually had some sympathy for him, that had compassion for him.
So what was the end result? Right? What was the end result of that compassion and sympathy?
Well, it was Officer Lane.
What was the end result? What was the end result of the compassion and the sympathy?
I'm explaining. This is what the report said. They were holding him down.
We already discredited the report, okay? We already discredited the report. Because if I punch you in your face, right? And they say and if I punch you in the face, you think I'm gonna write a report and say I punched you? Of course I'm gonna say I didn't punch you. Do you know that? You do know that, right? You do know I'm going to lie, right? You do know I'm going to lie. Okay? So he doesn't think he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
Good chance.
Listen, he doesn't think he and you said you black, right?
Right.
And your name is the witch doctor. You in the chat, right?
Killer B, the witch finder.
Okay.
What was that?
Okay, so I'm just confused. So you're sympathizing with the police on this one. You're saying we make bad decisions,
no,
right?
I'm not sympathizing with the police.
You said
I'm not in no way, shape, or form.
But you're saying he made the bad decision that got him that.
Right. He absolutely did. And I'm explaining how.
Because he had a fake $20 bill.
If you're right, you have cuffs on you. If you struggle, you're going to tell the cops you're not getting in this patrol car. There's some things that's going to happen that you're not going to like, whether it's legal or illegal, the way that they might go about it. It could be legal or illegal.
Okay.
Now, he's supposed to get in this police car. He collapsed twice. They called the ambulance before they even had him down on the ground. The ambulance was called. Now, when they got him on the ground, if you hear from the first video that they showed, now you go on YouTube, you see the short version. You will see the Asian cop, when the people are complaining, let him up, let him breathe. He says, "Hey, don't do drugs." He says that. He says this twice.
Okay.
Now, why would he say that? We don't know, right? There was also a young kid that walks up and says, "Hey, he's on crack. I think he's ODing." Now, the black dude that was talking to the cops, telling them he studied at the academy and all this stuff, that you shouldn't be doing this. He tries to shut this kid up. And we know this in the hood when, say, like there was a car accident. And
you from the hood? You from the hood?
Now, I live in the suburbs. But
I like to say, because you say you know this from the hood. Come on, man. Listen, all right, let me stop you, right? Because you listen. I saw what you saw, right? And you act like the way you're telling the account, like you almost was there, and everything you're doing is listen. But you're telling so you heard all of this audio.
Yeah, you can go to my channel. I play it's like my last video I did on my channel on YouTube.
Okay,
I played it all out.
Okay, so in playing this video, that means because you said straight up and down, we make bad decisions, right? So nobody else make bad decisions but black people.
Right. That's the problem. This is one of the problems, which you just said right there. You said that nobody else makes bad decisions.
Yeah.
It's not, have parents ever punished you and when you were a small kid and you was with somebody else and you say, well, he did it too.
No.
It doesn't.
That's not.
It's about your.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if he made a bad decision, whose bad decision was the worst bad decision that day? Was it his with the $20, or was it the dude with the knee on the back of his neck that killed him?
Okay. Well, it would have never happened if that fake $20 bill didn't come in.
Okay, so what happened? So why did Tamir Rice get killed? Because you know that this old protesting has not.
Floyd right now.
Listen, no. But see, we're talking about George Floyd, but the protesting and the uprising is about what's been going on systematically. Yeah, that's an incident, right? So what happened to the other 50 black people that was killed by police? It was all their fault too?
Made the same bad decision. Not all, but the majority of them made the decision.
Eat a dick. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. There's no way on earth I'm going to sit here and let somebody sit here and say black people made a bad decision. That's why we got killed. It ain't happening. We not doing that. And you black. We ain't doing that. Because straight up and down, you have to qualify your statements. You can't just sit there and be like, black people made a bad decision and that's why we got killed. Come on, man. You can't do that. Can't do that. That's corny. That's whack. And I ain't gonna let you do that on my platform. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna do that. Yes, we make bad decisions. Yes, things do happen, but there's no way that he deserved to die, and we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna do that. Let me get some more callers in. 401, what's your name? Where you calling from? Come on, man. What's your name? Where you calling from? All right, you want to play on the phone. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it's going good. You know what I'm saying? It's going good after a while, and then people start playing. And I'm just not the person to play with like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the Rona. Whatever's wrong with you, don't play on my phone. I ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's somebody in the chat that when I see your name pop back up, you could kiss your ass goodbye because you're getting on my nerves. You've been saying a lot of little slick stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go right there. There you go. Let me get you up out of here because you said I wasn't intelligent, and I don't like that. I don't like you. All right, you kiss your ass goodbye. If you don't like me, I normally don't ban people from the chat. I normally don't care. I let people say and express their stuff. But if you don't like me, you don't need to be here. You're not contributing anything to my channel. You're not a donator. You're not a frequent commenter. You're not a frequent watcher. I think that's 203 again. I'm not going to entertain that again. If that's 203, hold on one second. What's your name and where you calling from?
Who would be the Wishfinder General? Did you kick me off or just
No, bro. I absolutely, positively kicked you off, and I'm gonna do it again. Pull that down. Yeah. So, Witch Doctor, don't call back no more. Just because I know you clout chasing right now. You trying to go against the grain. You trying to have a different opinion, and it's just really corny. You know what I'm saying? At the end of it all, when you call, please validate your statements. I heard you out and you said we make bad decisions, and bad decisions is why we get killed. So at the end of it all, you have to go through Tamir Rice. I could go back to Eleanor Bumpers. I could go Amadou Diallo. I could go so many places of, and it's, come on, man, it's way more of our people who've been killed by police. That's what the protest is all about. But let me get some more call in. Yeah, what's your name and where you calling from? 650.
I'm coming from the Bay Area.
The Bay
I'm
Area.
watching right now.
Okay, you watching me right now.
I'm
Just
watching
make sure.
right now.
Just make sure your computer's turned down. So what's going on in your town right now?
Some homies just out there chilling. Not chilling, but protesting. From like certain schools, from high schools, coming out to the police stations. You know, we're just trying to have a voice to be heard, shit like that. And, you know, I didn't want to be too long on your line. I just want to say, like, I've been watching what you've been doing, and y'all tell you keep it G'd off.
Dope. So let me ask you something. What's your nationality? Because you sound like you got an accent. I don't want to be stereotypical. But
Yeah, it is. I'm Nigerian, dog.
You're Nigerian?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought Nigerian. So, are you from the country or are you American-born Nigerian?
American-born, dog.
All right. So, you don't sound Nigerian at all. Like, I don't know how Nigerians sound, so I don't. Excuse me. But so, you out there and you see what's going on. Is it a lot of police brutality in your area?
I mean, that's the thing. People around my way, they kind of move kind of smart, kind of different. We're not really like up there with it. And I guess we kind of know how to navigate. I mean, I was watching what's it called, Fruitvale Station, and listening to Oscar Grant, like, or at least the portrayal of Oscar Grant inside the grocery store, and how he's able to, like, you know, just communicate with any type of person, like that white girl who just needed help for her family dinner and shit. I mean, I don't know if it was true or not, but, you know, I could definitely see that, like, see niggas like around my way, like getting down like that, but also like keeping it G, keeping it real. You know what I mean? Just keep your eyes out. You know what I mean? It's just real. It's just real like that.
So do you live around a lot of Mexicans or something like that? Because you sound Mexican. Do you hang with Mexicans?
Yeah. I mean, come on, it's the Bay Area, it's San Francisco. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Because
the influence is real. It's real. So are the Mexicans out there protesting?
Some of them is. I know some people that be talking about, like, you know, how like motherfuckers be like how Mexican people be racist, but like they're not as good as they're not as they're different from the white people who are racist, because the white people who are racist are actually privileged, and the Latinos who are racist aren't. But at the same time, there's some motherfuckers out here, or some Latino people out here really standing in solidarity with us.
Yeah. So is it a big Nigerian population out there?
Yeah, it's pretty smooth. I mean, it's all right. I mean, people be moving out of the city because the prices be getting high. People be moving to like San Leandro, shit like that, Vallejo. But I mean, we're spread all over the place. But, you know, for the most part, we're decent size. But, like, you know, there's a big like Indian community here. So, you know, I'm not really the census and stuff like that.
Got you. All right, family. Thank you for calling.
Keep it G, dog.
All right. I think I just been had. That Nigerian. That's how Nigerians talk. Like, yo, I'm wilding right now. Whoa. I ain't trying to be funny, because if that's how you talk, that's how you talk. I don't want to make fun of nobody, and I don't want to scare nobody off. But yo, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Y'all think he was Nigerian? You know what I'm saying? You like keep it G. But I guess, you know, sometimes when you hang around people, it could rub off on you. It's people from New York who move to the South, and then out of nowhere they got this accent, and it's like, where did you get this accent from? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. I see you. This 401 number, keep calling me. If you keep calling me too much, I'm going to put your number on blast. So if you call me coughing and playing, you going to be sorry. 401, what's your name and where you calling from? See, this is the problem right here, right? When you don't have women in your life, or you don't got big homies, and people to tell you to stop playing on people's phone, this is what happens. I get people like you. It's 12 midnight and you playing. Yo, just die. All right, 408, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, Doggy, man? This is Anonymous, G.
Anonymous?
Just say it like that. Yeah, just like that, man. Hey,
what's your name,
you the homie,
man.
From? I'm gonna go by Anonymous, Jay. Just call me Jay.
No, where you calling from, though?
I'm calling from the Bay Area.
The Bay Area, okay. You're not the Nigerian kid that just called, right? Because it's the same Is it a lot of Nigerian people?
Nah.
Okay. All right. So what's going on in the Bay?
This is better. Hey man, it's I want to say rest to the family, of the gentleman that died, man. That's heavy.
Rest in peace to the family.
I'm a young guy. Yeah, I'm a young guy, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that, and I'm in these streets too, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, just, out here, it's just, RoboCop City, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's how I see it from my point of view.
Got you. So what is, what's happening out there?
Man, I'm going to just say RoboCop City, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about right now. Is it
if right now it's a curfew.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a ground zero because LA popping off heavy.
Gotcha.
So we up north, so it's a little bit different.
Gotcha.
But the president pushed the button on everybody. He did. So
it's a curfew out there too.
You know what I'm saying?
What time is your curfew?
Yeah, curfew's at 6.
6. Wow.
6. So sometimes if you in some of the other areas, it's 7. You know what I'm saying?
So is it a zone thing? Is a zone thing depending on what zone you in?
Yeah, depending on where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a factory workers, things like that. Them kind of people, they got to get home. You know what I'm saying?
Essential workers, they call them, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, family.
You got.
Yeah. All right. So stay safe. Yeah, I'm about to shut down. We had 2 hours, and I'm about to get up off here. But
good deal.
All right, peace. See, I hate to address stupidity in the chat, so I'm not gonna do it. But I don't know who you are. You're saying something about Dame Dash. I don't even know Dame Dash. Never even saw him a day in my life. So I did see him one time. I interviewed Biggs. You heard I got slapped by Dame? Okay. I guess whatever. How am I supposed to respond to that? Okay. So we in here talking about what's going on in the world, and you're in the chat talking retarded, like what's wrong with y'all people? You know what I'm saying? Like what be wrong with y'all people? I mean, y'all still smoke K too? I'm confused. But it is 288 people in here. I don't know about them likes. Can you get them likes up? I need to have at least 500 likes on this video minimum while we're here. I know I've had 500 people in and out of the chat. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to look at the watch page. Can you tell me how many? Well, could somebody tell me how many likes is going on right now? Because I need those likes. I need likes. You know what I'm saying? I let y'all call in. Most people don't even be letting y'all call in, don't even talk to y'all, don't even care about y'all. I wanted to hear what's going on in the country. I want to do more shows like this. I be seeing y'all in some chat rooms. Y'all be donating hard body to people. Y'all be making people rich in these chat rooms. And I got $5. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really feeling that too much. I'm cool with it. But we got some splaining to do. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. This 401 number, keep calling. I don't know what's wrong. See, this is what I'm saying. If you got a good woman in your life, right? Women don't let you be lame. Right? Women do not allow you to be lame. When you lame, your woman will tell you lame, not unless you got a lame woman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you my Cash App, and I'm going to give you my PayPal right now. Send something in. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm not, I like donations too. So I like, a lot of people, y'all be donating to people. So I like donations. You know what I'm saying? Sock it to my pocket. I do want to say this though before I go, because I am about to get out. But I need those likes. Make sure you hit them likes, please. And share this video, especially if you heard yourself on here today. You definitely need to be sharing. If the donations is good and the likes is good, we could do this all the time. I'll come back and build with y'all. I'll be having different my email is everything is right here. You see that? The PayPal is right there. The Cash App is right there. You can click on any of them links and send something in. So listen, right? I do want to say this. And before I go, shout out to Black Dot. Shout out to Black Dot. This channel is the Urban X Podcast. Black Dot said something to me the other day that I'm going to say what he said to me. And it's about the George Floyd situation. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Don't want to minimize his death. Don't know anything about him. I do not want to say that some of the things that people are saying about him, I don't care about his past. I don't care about any of those things, right? None of that should have costed him his life. Costed whatever. But he did get killed. And the problem that I have with it is that the symbolism around his death is kind of deep, right? So when I first saw George Floyd, right? I was speaking to MREC and I was like, yo, don't he look like Steven Jackson, the basketball player? And he was like, I think is a basketball player that's his brother. This is when the story first broke. So I wasn't sure who the basketball player was, but I was saying, yo, he looked like Steven Jackson to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Steven Jackson from the Indiana Pacers. I know him from the San Antonio Spurs. And I know him from going in the stands wilding with Ron Artest. And then he has the podcast with Matt Barnes. So I was like, yeah, he look a lot like Steven Jackson. So Steven Jackson gets on there and he called him twin. So I was like, yo, that's his brother. That's Steven Jackson's brother. Yo, that's his twin brother. Right? But that's not his twin brother. But he called him twin. I was like, okay, he called him twin. Then I thought about where he got killed at. Where did he get killed at? Minneapolis, Minnesota. What is that called? The Twin Cities. So he called him twin. He got killed in the Twin Cities. Then I thought about astrology, and the sign is Gemini season. What's the symbol for Gemini? The twin. So twin got killed in the Twin Cities during Gemini season. I don't know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Something spooky is going on. Something spooky happened. So I think as this story unfolds, more and more is going to come out. More and more is going to come out. And I know it's going to be some people that's like, yo, that's crazy, you wildin'. But listen, there's no such thing as a coincidence, right? There's no such thing as the stars align in a certain way. Something spooky going on. At the end of it all, I don't like what I saw. I don't think that he deserved to lose his life, but I don't know. It's something because the connection with him and this guy who did it is a little bit more intricate than what they're telling us for right now. So I think as time goes on and we start getting more information, we're going to start seeing stuff and we're going to be like, wow, that twin connection is just too much. The Twin Cities, what's the name? What's the name of the baseball team? Minnesota, Minnesota Twins. You know, I could have went deeper, but I think Black Dot actually broke it down on his page. So make sure you go to Black Dot, the Urban X podcast. Make sure you go to his channel, listen to his podcast with him and his son, Malcolm. His name is Malcolm X too. That's a dope. Black Dot, you did good naming your son that. But yeah, something spooky is going on. Something's really, really spooky is going on. What, I don't know. But I think as this get unraveled, more and more is gonna come out and we're gonna be like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the way everything took place. 1 minute, everybody's scared to go outside. Then this happens and everybody's outside like nothing happened. And like you said, protesting all around the world. It is people that has been racist to black people, right? There is people that have been racist to black people saying Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about around the world. Around the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm confused. And like I said, when the story gets unraveled, don't be surprised. Because like I said, there's no such thing as a coincidence to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I see stuff, I can't unsee it. You notice I say that to the end of the show. I wasn't trying to be spooky with y'all, but come on, man. When stuff happen, we have to be like, yo, what? It don't go like that. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Straight up and down. There is no such thing as a coincidence. So it is what it is. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Get them likes up. Salute to y'all. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're here for the first time and you like what you see, go through the channel too, man. There's so much content on this channel. Please go through the channel. I did a video prior to this. I did a video on how to make hand sanitizer. So I'm trying to do different things. You know what I'm saying? Different type of I got a whole lot of content, but in this climate, I just don't want to just be putting, stuff out there. Yo, it's funny, right? I want to say one thing before I go. You said most of the weird stuff can be debunked in 5 minutes piece, but his name is Killer B, the Witch Finder General. So he's saying what I'm saying could be debunked, but he believes in witches. So I'm not supposed to believe in nothing spooky, but you believe in witches. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Tomorrow, a new podcast will be out. Doggie Diamonds No Filter is the podcast. Make sure you go on iTunes. Make sure you go on Spotify. And listen to the audio. I don't know. I have a few shows that I could put out. I got a dope show that I could put. I got maybe 60 unreleased shows. So just make sure you go on there. But just make sure stop coming in my chat room for clout too. I already entertained you enough today too. You called in twice. I bang boogied on you twice. Bow, bow, bow. And now you in the chat. We not Googling your name. It is what it is. But I'm Doggie Diamonds, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Stay away from the BS. And avoid that Rona still. You know what I'm saying? Avoid that Rona. Because I don't trust that Rona. I think that Rona come outside. You know what I'm saying? And then there's different conspiracies with the Ronas. Different people who believe, you know what I'm saying? Different things about the Rona, but it is what it is. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Just make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that bell for notifications. So when I'm going live, you get the notification and you share this. It's very important that you share this video with your people, your friends. We had dialogue. It is what it is. I am Doggie Diamonds. With that, I bid y'all good night. I will be back tomorrow with some more content. It might not be live, but it might be content. Like I said, if y'all want me to go live more often, I will do that. But it's all on y'all. Y'all gotta, show some appreciation. I'm out. Peace.